नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयं मुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी ओम अज्ञानतिमिरञ्जस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकये चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपथकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगन रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सगन ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति विकास स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाशादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So as I told you in the other classes that I am studying one book called Dharma Paddhadati. The author is quoting, taking reference from Manu Samhita and different Puranas and mainly Manu Samhita. So this book, full book, is explaining what are all the duties of a woman, for a stri. Duties of Patni, we can say Patni. Pati is the better off as Patni. So the correct behavior, the right instructions for stri. If a lady is virtuous, if she is correctly behaving, then she should be considered, the book says, she should be considered equivalent to goddess of fortune. So that's why one who fulfills the dharma, a lady who fulfills the dharma to her husband, fulfills the dharma with the husband, she is called as Sadharmacharini. So such lady is always auspicious in the house. So the duties are very nicely described. But how far we are going to follow it is a question mark, but the important things we all have to follow. If you follow, because this is the Shastra, right? We will have again and again, I'm repeating in these classes that by externally taking up Sastri Dharma, internally we can become a very good devotee. So these 2 points, these two are very important for women especially. One is her duty, family duty. The other is the duty of the soul, the spiritual duty. So by following the external things, the duties of the householder life, she can gradually grow into a nice devotee. So both are parallel. Both should be followed. So that's why we are instructed differently than a brahmachari. For example, brahmachari instruction is different from the instructions given to women, right? For brahmacharis, they say that Sri Tanga is association with women is not good. Similarly, for women also, association apart from her husband, other male associations are not good for women. It is equally same for brahmachari, women's association, for women, other men's association. So each like species, it is a different species. Men are different and women are different. So the instructions are different. So, but they are nicely, in this book, it is nicely explained. It is very, very big book. So I just crossed 100 pages because it is very, very deep. In minute details are given. So, but in this Kali Yuga, that too, we are in a fast world. So, but though it is a fast world, rules are rules, right? We will follow as much as possible. But the basics we will surely follow. Very important things we have to surely follow. So the first duty is of the woman, of a wife, is that she should get up early in the morning before the husband gets up. Unless if somebody is having health issues, health problems, generally women should go late. After husband goes to sleep, then the wife should go for sleep. And then in the morning, she should get up early. And for what is very auspicious for a woman is to see the face of the husband. So first thing one should see is the face of the husband. That's it is the wife's duty to ensure. Also, to see her husband's face is very important for her, but the husband should see auspicious things in the morning. That she has to arrange. What is that is that she should get up early, clean the house. It is mentioned that she should use cow dung and all. We are in modern life. So we will generally take that we should clean the house nicely. If possible, put rangoli in front of the house. Or some people, they lit lamp also. And in this regard, when the cleaning part comes, Dharma Paddhadati is emphasize the decoration of the threshold, that door entrance. That is, if you see in South India, they have put a mash like haldi and kumkum in the threshold. That is entrance of the door, right? It is considered as Lakshmi, the Lakshmi Nivas, where the Lakshmi stays. So that place, that what do you say, threshold, one should not cross or stand. So, but it should be marked very auspicious. Like you can put a small rangoli because it is entrance, right? Entrance of the house. So if possible, do some decorations, make the place clean. You should not step on the threshold. So these things we should remember. And getting up early, cleaning, or if the cleaning is done the previous day afternoon, right? Previous day itself, just brooming, make sure that the things are very nice in the house. Then after cleaning, definitely used our prayers, our morning sadhana starts for devotee women, right? So normally it is a farm community kind of instructions, no? So then the woman goes for milking, like that. So here, the main point, the author, Trayambaka, the author's name is Trayambaka, he says that a good wife, for a good wife, worshipable deity is husband. So a good wife should worship no god other than husband. That means it is not that we don't understand Supreme Personality of Godhead, but we respect. Here, the complete respect is given to the husband. So it is a relationship mixed with respect and love. So that's why it is said. So he says that after cleaning, then she can do her domestic work. Okay, after the morning sadhana, cooking and worshipping the deities, all these things. So here it is mentioned that women can give the household chores to servant maids or co-sisters or other ladies in the house, but she should not give any one should not give deity worship to the servant. I have seen in one house, the servant comes and lit the diya and show some small aarti, offer flowers. If even deity worship is done by servant, what for the wife is? Hmm? So important things should not be given to the servant maids. Servant we can keep as much as, if because it is not a joint family, the work cannot be divided. If somebody is not able to do work, then we can give the work to the servants, but not the deity worship and other important services. That one, the three, the wife should do by herself. So then comes the personal cleanliness. So personal cleanliness also, it is mentioned in that Dharma Paddhadati book, that how a woman should clean herself. So in those means Vedic times, for cleaning they use the earth for cleaning, but now we use soaps. Better I would suggest that you can make your own bathing powder with besan, with moong dal powder, haldi, and different herbs are available, which I make my own bathing powder. Different herbs are, there is a list, like dry neem leaf powder, dry rose powder. There is a herb called vetiver, and haldi. Haldi is kasturi haldi. So different, some 7-8 ingredients are there, and we mix with the besan and moong dal powder, and then use it. It is very nice, better than any chemical soap. So here in Vedic times they used earth. Earth was so nice, so they used earth as the when they pass stool to clean the body, they used earth. So a different earth for a different kind of people. Those are very elaborate descriptions are there in that book. Then cleaning, then washing the clothes, all these things. Women should not. Women should be clean internally also. Internally by chanting the mantras, externally by taking bath and decorating ourselves. The decoration part, especially the women, she should not put dress in front of the husband. Apply oil, bath, massage, clean the teeth, arrange the hair, vomit, eat, sleep, or dress. In any such things should not be done in front of husband. But we make some adjustments that we also eat together. But normally it is suggested the wife serve the husband. After he takes, then the wife sits. But because of time factor and other factors, we sit together and eat together. But see that how you can arrange these things. So the most important single goal for a woman is said that obedience, subservience, attentiveness, suggested by birth sushrusa, serving one's husband, is Bharta means husband. Bharta sushrusa means service to the husband is the one single most goal for women. It's written like that. So our focus should be how I can satisfy my husband by keeping the house clean, by doing the work very quickly, Because, modern women has to prepare breakfast, lunch for the working husband, right? Before he goes to the office. That is understood, like, though it is understood, but we need to teach this to the young ladies. Because normally, nowadays, nobody gets up early, nobody gets quickly. Maybe all these devotee Matajis may be cooking very nicely and packing things. But still, it is given that we take care of the prasadam part of the husband. When he goes out for office, you have to quickly, nicely make the breakfast and lunch and do the offering. That is very, very important. Do the offering in time. In time is very, very important. Yeah, you cook, but by the time it becomes 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, he may leave or go in empty stomach. It should not happen that you make something and offer it to the Lord and then pack it to him so nicely. So the day should be planned before only. Previous day only you should plan. Okay, tomorrow I have to do this. So in at least mental preparation, you check the ingredients. Early morning you get up and you see nothing is there. You want to do this, but it is not there. You want to make a chana preparation, but chana is not so good. You want to make a curry, but yogurt is not made. So like that, it should not be confused. If for tomorrow's work, today itself, you have a mental plan at least. Okay, what are all the items I want to make? That if you make a mental plan, then it will be very easy. Easy. Then when you go to the kitchen, everything will be there. Okay, you can quickly do that. After going to the kitchen, if you think what I will make, then it's hurry-burry, you will not be able to make nicely. And also, some husbands desire that you ask them, what do you want today? When you cook, you have to ask, now what do you want today? Every time I ask, 3 times I ask, I planned this, is it okay? At least this much, because I have these things, so I will make this. If I don't, he may ask, okay, you make this, but I may not have that ingredients. Or I will tell, if you go quickly get them, I will make. Otherwise, I have these things, so that today I will finish all these things. So like that. So as far as cooking is concerned, wife should know the taste of the husband. This is very, very, very important. If you cook something which if he doesn't like it, however nicely you cook it, it go waste, right? If he doesn't like some items, it may be a special item, for example, or sometimes, okay, every time he likes one item, no problem, that you can make and please him. But a particular time, sometimes he may not feel well. So he may say, I want only yogurt rice, or I want only rasam rice, or I want only something very simple. So that time, if you present a feast, he may not enjoy it. So find out the mood. That understanding the mood is very, very, very important. You may cook nicely, but he may not be in a mood to eat. So you please ask him, what should I make? Whatever he likes, that you make. Make and give. Whatever he likes, that you make and give. That is very important. And also, as you have to concentrate on the health part of the house. Like what is good for everybody's health. How to balance. Not too much oil, not too much spicy, not too much salt. So this cooking is a big art. So you learn that properly and then cook nicely so that you can conquer the heart of the house. Maybe mother-in-law, father-in-law, relatives, devotees, friends, husband, and everyone connected to him. If it is not, mostly nowadays it is not a joint family. So it's only the husband. So satisfying one person is easy, right? So find out his moods and find out his taste and act accordingly, and also find out which time what he wants. In such situations, you need to make some compromises. Like, for example, from the childhood, I don't like pongal, that salt pongal, not sweet pongal, salt pongal. But my husband likes it. So I changed myself. Okay. Because he likes pongal and chutney and sambar. So pongal, I may eat the old rice of yesterday's, but fresh pongal somehow I don't like. Till today, I don't know. Pongal I don't like. But I started eating, but I came from the level of disliking to the neutral mode. Okay. It won't affect me so much. So like that, because he likes. So this is an example. So whether you like or not, you just cross over it. It's because it is mind's drama, right? Being devotees, we should not blindly follow all these things. The like and dislike, we all know. It's all drama of the mind. So we have to cross that. Here it is a practice that we are coming out of the mind's um, dramas. Okay, mind is playing a game with us. So that this is a chance that um, a, a, a disciple with a guru. I have seen many times my Gurudev with his disciples, with his secretary, especially servant. Sometimes whole day he may not have time for eating, the servant. Whole day I have seen, because sometimes my Guru Maharaj and his servant used to stay in our house in Vellore, in my parents' house, where we serve Guru Maharaj. But he is in a different apartment, means up, down, like that only we accommodate. I have seen the servant the whole day, from morning till evening. He has no time for eating. So this is servant's position. But in that, he is very happy. I have seen one devotee was very happy because serving Guru, no? Similarly, women's life is also like a serving Guru. But my mother-in-law told when I got just married, that time she told, please do one thing. Full day you enjoy freedom. But he goes around 8:30 to the office. So make sure that you make breakfast and lunch very nicely. And the full day is yours. After he goes, what you are going to do? So please get up nicely, get up early, prepare all these things, take bath and prepare these things. And then afterwards, after he goes, you go to sleep also, no problem. Or do whatever you want to do, no problem. So the austerity is that much only, like that she was convincing me. So if husband is a guru, the wife is a disciple, right? So serving is only not like the guru, real guru's servant is 24 hours, right? It's a very difficult job. For us, some concession is given. So thinking that, only when he comes home from the office, a full day we are okay. So our time is, little only, means not always. So that time we can have some austerities, right? Women can have some austerity and take care of him. Go invite him with a smile. When he comes with the office load, you don't put your demands to him. Nowadays, women may ask, we are also going out for work. Here, we don't speak about the working women at all, because that is out of Vedic system. If somebody goes for work, then, it's not in any scriptures that women become the part of money earning. So we are not discussing about that. If some Mataji, some devotee woman wants to work and take the burden, then such rules may not apply only. because then the discussions comes. He has to cook when both are working. Then I have seen in many houses, even devotee houses, the men is cooking. Men is doing more than 50% of that work. I have seen in some families, though the woman is not working woman, but she doesn't know how to work, how to cook, then the husband is doing everything. But such things should not be uh, every day, or such things are not encouraged at all. So in our discussion, we are not discussing about the working woman part. That is our choice. Generally, it is said, even the husband earns very little. The wife should be very intelligent enough to manage that money within that budget. But the modern life gave a kind of illusion that women should also earn, so that we can have a car, we can have a big house, we can have so many this and that. So it extended greediness of the society. But that is not our point of discussion at all, because I know the devotee women, mostly they don't go for work. So our focus is peaceful, so that she can, the rest, even chanting, first you take care of him, take care of the children, and then you can do your chanting. So before our retirement to Mayapur, what I used to do, my son used to go to school, my husband used to go to office. So I get up very early, do Mangalarti and little chanting, and then cooking, breakfast and lunch, offering, and then packing. And after I send both of them, then I sit and chant the rest of the rounds. That was my routine. But now my husband retired, right? Left the job. So I have freedom. First, I complete my Mangalarti chanting, and then cooking breakfast. Then lunch is fresh. Dinner is also freshly. We cook, right? So according to your husband's job, you plan your day. That's the main point. Okay, then there are so many things. What's this, Trayambaka, the author of that book, is describing. So one such thing is how a woman should decorate, how a woman should decorate. So she should wear the Mangal Sutra. Mangal Sutra is very compulsory. I have seen some ladies, they remove the Mangal Sutra and keep. But this is very important, that we should not remove the Mangal Sutra any time, except even death. In our tradition, they remove the golden one and put the thread one. So Mangal Sutra is always there in the neck. And earrings and kajal. Kajal should be natural. And this central partition and kumkum mark here. And nose ring and other things came up later. It's not very compulsory. According to Shastra, nose ring came up in later period. That's what the author is writing. So, and glass bangles. Glass bangles are very, very important for married women, because glass ornaments are very, very auspicious. If somebody is a widow and they are not supposed to wear glass bangles, for a widow, it's a different rule. For a widow, should shave her head and wear white. That's what the Shastra says. Nowadays, it's opposite. The unmarried girls, they don't put bindi, they don't comb their hair, they don't wear anything. They remain a widow. But widows, they put everything nowadays. This I have seen in this society now. But widow should shave her head, and it is said that she is not supposed to cook also, because she cannot wear the glass bangle and glass ornaments. So that's why I have read in some news that a widow woman was cooking in Bihar or somewhere. in a school, and the people were not allowing her to cook, but she was employed to cook in an institute, but people didn't opposed for that. But later they convinced the people that you should all eat. The thing is that widow life is like a renunciant life. Why such restriction is given to a woman who lost her husband is that, a widow means inauspicious, right? But we may ask how such a cruelty is given. If for example, if a young widow is out in society in doing so many things, then her mind will be agitated. That's why austere life is given to her, so that she will not disturb herself and disturb others. You please try to understand this point. That's why restriction is given. But later the society started feeling that this is very bad. This is very injustice is happening to women. I mean, many times I'd say that if a woman become a widow, then it is a sanction. Like many women are demanding for, they are asking for, oh, we want to become a saintly person. We want to become sadhu. We want to become guru, or we want to become sannyasi. This is the arrangement of the providence to become sannyasi, renunciant. Like widow life is like a sannyasi life. Though they are not allowed for preaching and public appearance, but internal tapasya, focusing more on the self, is possible if somebody has become a widow. I'm not saying that is a very nice condition for a woman, but to protect her, these rules are given with some important issues keeping in the mind. If a woman is left out easily in the society, then she will, as I told you, there are so many divorcee women, and widow I never seen. Divorcee women mean they are like widows, right? They disturb the society. They disturb the brahmacharis. They disturb the sannyasis. If some woman become a divorcee, then she should live very austere. But the problem is they immediately search for another husband, and it creates so much commotion in the community. That's why a woman who lost her husband or who lost their life, they should lead a very internal life. They should not come out publicly, and they should not mix so much with the society. So they should lead a very secluded, protected life. That's what I understood from the restrictions given to a widow woman. So now comes to the point of when should a father get the daughter married? It's a big question, huh? I was making a research on this because I have heard something, how a father undergoes a lot of sinful reaction if he has an unmarried girl. A father has an unmarried girl who has attained the puberty. So the Vedic system says that he should give his daughter in marriage while she is still a naika, means not even she get the first menstruation. Before menstruation, she should get married. So some traditional families are doing this, but the law is against it, right? If early marriage before 18, if somebody gets the girl married, then legally they will be arrested, which we see in many cases, right? Some Brahmins, they arrange the daughter's marriage, but then the police came, all these things happens. But I describe what is there in the Shastra and what we can do according to our modern system, right? So as early as possible is my answer. A father You may ask, this is not Stri Dharma, but we should know if you have a daughter, and then as early as possible. Once she got the puberty, once she is 18, the parents' mind should be how I can find a good husband for her. Otherwise, it is said, the Shastra is saying, if the husband, if the father of that girl doesn't find a suitable husband for that girl, the girl has the right to find a boy for herself. It says, the Shastra says. But that decision will be not very, a very good, wise decision for that girl, because the girl has very little intelligence, right? So the Shastra says that why the father should get her married before even the first menstruation, because if he after her puberty, if he is planning for her marriage, then he may get the sin every time she gets her periods, monthly periods. He will get the sin of conception lost. It is said like that, because every time she may be allowed to conceive a child, but because the father is not given her in marriage, then he get the sin of conception lost. This is what the exact words written in that Shastra. Rutukala Dharmaha, that is called Rutukala Dharmaha. So, Shastra says a girl should be given in marriage before she reaches puberty. That is right. But now, because the law is after 18 years, so the father of the girl, especially, not even mother, the sin goes to the father, right? The father of the girl should think how quickly I can find a suitable match for my daughter. That should be the aim of the father, especially. So now, so here, we are coming to the point of marriage we have done, and cooking duties we have seen, and then the duty of a woman in the religious practice of her husband. What is the duty of a woman, especially in the performance of sacrifices? So I have recently I saw some video of a Western woman doing a sacrifice. A woman independently doing sacrifice is not at all accepted. It's not at all accepted. In the grahastha, in the family life, sacrifice is important. Definitely fire sacrifice is important. But the main person is husband, assistant is woman, wife. It speaks a lot about this matter, but I can precisely give you. A wife is always an assistant to the husband in decorating the sacrificial area, in preparing the ingredients, in assisting him. But she can never become the main performer of that sacrifice. Because why such differentiation, people are asking. That's why the Western women who are very independent, they are performing the sacrifice, but it will not be accepted at all, because women cannot study Vedas, right? In sacrifice, you one has to recite sacrificial mantras. So when she has to, she cannot learn Vedas in Gurukul, because women are not taken in Gurukul. Vedic study is not for women. One may ask, then what is her elevation? Like, how she can advance in spiritual life? Our marriage is her initiation. For a woman, marriage is initiation. For a man, Upanayana is initiation. We all know Upanayana. For Vedic studies. So women are not allowed to study Vedas, and she cannot then, because she is not learnt in Vedas, she cannot perform sacrifice also. Because in sacrifice, you have to recite mantras. Another reason why women are not allowed to learn Vedas means because women are mainly for conception, mainly for she is created to produce children. And there are so much contamination period in women's life, right? Monthly, and then during delivery time. So many such, the duties for women is different. That's why she can become an assistant in sacrifice, but she cannot become the main person in the sacrifice. That's what he was explaining. But the men also, if man is a family man, he cannot sit alone in sacrifice. That's what we see in Ramayana, that Lord Ram, when he wanted to perform a sacrifice, he couldn't call back Sita, so he made a golden statue of Sita, and then he performed the ritual. So, if in the world, in the Vedic system, if a man doesn't have a wife, he can marry again and have a wife. Or if man can have many wives, but that also in modern law, man cannot have many wives, only one. So when he performs sacrifice, wife should be there. Without wife, he cannot perform a sacrifice, except the sacrifice is a different type of sacrifice. Otherwise, like graha pravesham, a marriage, for whatever sacrifices, the in that this book, what is that book called? Samskara book. It is written. There are so many sacrifices. All these sacrifices needs the wife. Needs the wife, but the main person is the husband only. The mantras recited by the husband, not by the wife, because she cannot recite also. Also, one of the reason why women are not allowed to study Vedas is to say some Vedic mantras. The women's body, because when you recite some Vedic mantras, especially even the Gayatri, Brahma Gayatri, not other Gayatri mantras, the Brahma Gayatri, the familiar one, everybody may be knowing it, because that creates some negative effect in the women's body. From that's why the women are not given the Brahminical thread. For women, Brahminical thread is the sari. It's like, you see. So marriage is her initiation, and learning, she learns from the religious husband. Husband is the guru, and she learns everything from the husband, but she acts as an assistant to the husband, not as a main person in any religious activity. So that's why she is Saha Dharmachari. She is, she is equal only in that sense, but she never acts independently or as a main person. That's what is the main point is. So in the sacrifice also, wealth is needed, but she is given equal part. She is if some wealth is acquired from sacrifices, she gets equal share, though the woman is not independently using her wealth, because it is jointly used. So in the modern family life, I would like to tell you that I have seen wife's account, husband's account. Wife has different dealings with the money, husband has different dealings with that should never happen in a family life. Both should have common money. There should not be any separation in this matter. If the husband is a right person, he should give, okay, both of them together, though the earning part is husband's part, but the husband should have a sense to give the rights to the wife to spend the money in the right way. That much freedom he should give. I have seen some husbands locking everything, keeping everything with them. I have seen some women, they have a separate account because she says, I earned the money, I got it from my parents' family, like that. This matter, the husband and wife should go together. Why separate account, separate accounts, separate everything? No. Family, though husband is the authority, wife should also be given this freedom if it is an understanding family life. Though finance is the field of husband, like cooking is the area of wife, right? Taking care of nurturing the children, cleaning, cooking, all these things are wife's part. Earning, saving, checking the accounts, which means planning the expenses. All these are husband's duty. Though it is husband's duty, the wife should also be given some freedom. Like, okay, I want to buy some vegetables. For that, I should have some freedom to buy from, like, there is a common place where you can go and take money like that. If it is an understanding husband and wife, I have seen one husband who is very arrogant. Wife is a housewife. She doesn't have a source of income at all. She has no rights to buy even a 250 grams of tomatoes. There is only one shop where every month the husband gives the money. The wife should go to only that shop and buy everything. If that shop doesn't have some things, then she cannot use that shop. This is going on. And she is crying. Such kind of harassment should not be there. As a devotee society, we are watching him and we want to guide him and we want to rectify his blunder mistakes like this. But we unless the wife comes out with, okay, please help me, we cannot go, right? Like that the situation is. So I have seen one more family. The wife is also earning, husband is also earning. This case came as a counseling for me. What happened? Both of them are working in IT. The husband lost the job, so the wife's job is very good, and it's going on, and she earns very nice money. The husband demand is that it's natural, right? Wife's money is husband's money, and he demanded that give all the cards and everything. But she couldn't manage that. You see, I am earning. And how I can give you my... In the counseling, she's telling he's asking for everything. This is very long ago. That time I couldn't, because I was very young to guide. Now I realized that you earn or he earns, everything is family money, right? Especially when a woman earns money, then it belongs to husband only. So what is wrong that when the husband asks for it, you have to give, because he is giving you protection. That time I didn't, she said, because he's asking for all the money, I'm not going to live with him. If I lose everything, how I can eat? But it was a love marriage. You should trust. Even if he takes all the money, you can earn. You are an earning person. You are an educated woman and you earn. How he will take everything from you? What he is going to do? Another question. Even if he takes all the money, what he is going to do? Her doubt was that he will spend everything to his mother and sisters. Then what I will do? He will feed you, no, definitely. Even if he takes everything, still you are going to earn. So that time I was very young, so I couldn't counsel her properly. I don't know. I was just listening. She was kept on telling Mataji how I can give all the money. You have to give, because in family there should not be difference. My money, your money. I have seen one Mataji was telling, this is my money. I said, how it is your money? It is husband's money. How I can say my money, my thing? Oh, this is my room. This is mine. Nothing should be like that in a family. Everything belongs to both husband and wife. There should not be any difference. Oh, this I brought from my mother's place. This belongs to me. That attitude should never enter into women's mind at all. I have seen some ladies, when they get money from the parents' side, they keep it in their own thing as a separate account. Nothing should be like that, right? When somebody becomes Arthanari, means husband and wife are one in the family, everything, mainly money should become one only. Money should be, your money is his money also. His money is your money also, right? That understanding should always be with the husband and wife. That difference should not be there. The wife always thinks that whatever is mine is my husband's. So that's the Pati and Patni. Pati and Patni, they related through this sacrifice. So both are very close in this sense. So we should understand that whatever is mine is my husband's money. So this it goes on like this. How a woman, husband and wife should do the sacrifice. He's keep on explaining the spiritual duties one should do in this area particularly. The author is writing like that. So women should understand our first duty is to serve the husband. This, though it is external, our eternal duty is to please Krishna. But how we are going to achieve that is through this channel. Sri Dharma channel is this only. Along with our household, always depending on husband, always serving him. One goal is of serving husband and family. Through that medium, we reach our spiritual goal. Like Brahmachari distributes book, pleases the Guru, and then he achieves his goal, right? Similarly, a women's Guru, definitely, the women's initiation is marriage. Guru is husband. You may ask if the husband is not a religious person, if husband is not according to my standard, those things are secondary. Now, for us is given is taking care of him, feeding him nicely, feeding Prasadam nicely, take care of his things. That is the thing. Guiding him in spiritual life is not given. He should guide the wife. In case if the wife is superior in spiritual line, that should not be mentioned in the family at all. That I repeated many times, because women should always act in an humble mode. Though if she knows more also, unless if the husband asks, oh, what is your opinion about this? Then she can share. Otherwise, she should not say anything. And she should humbly remain. That's all. Humbly remain. So cleaning part I have completed. Sacrifice I have done. Finance part I have done. So next class we will cover about how women should remain during menstruation. That is a big topic again, because health and women's health majorly depends on how she remains in menstruation period. It's a big topic which we will see next week. If you have any comments, you can ask. Any doubts, you can ask. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranamam.
Yes.
Getting the marriage for the daughter at the very young age is difficult, Mataji.
Yeah,
Though
I agree, but you are as a parent, we should think about that.
Yes. Even though we want to get them married, nowadays even the girls also want to study well, the career, and of course, if they are in Krishna conscious into a certain extent, but still all other
Still, it is
social.
your duty to convince them. It's your duty to convince them that because we are devotees, this is our life is different from the normal people's life. Because it is written in this Dharma Paddhadati book that conception last sin will fall on the father's life.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
as because we are initiated devotees, we are in the religious path. We are not karmis, no. Then karmis also rules apply. It's not that karmi says, I don't know about this. The karmi's mind is, a non-devotee's mind is, my daughter should become very competent and very this thing, that thing. She should minimum study this and become this, become that. And
Yes.
that is the mind of, I have seen many non-devotee father, mother's mind. But as devotees, we have to convince the daughter, this is what the Shastra says. We follow the Shastra. That's why we have taken initiation. So, my dear daughter, this is our duty and which we have to fulfill it. If you are
So we have
a really obedient child, you can further, because there is no better carrier for a woman, rather this carrier. Which carrier? Wife, Sri Dharma.
Grihini. The
Sri
Grihini
Dharma carrier is the best carrier for a woman.
Okay, nice point, Mataji. We'll try
Sri
to
Dharma carrier is the best carrier. You tell, there is, as I told you, I'm going to write a book, very elaborate book on this Sri Dharma. Whichever smart girls pick up the points, let them pick up and shine in their life. It's going to focus more on what a intelligent girl will do and will be successful. Because we have seen all those classes we have seen, you can repeat those things also to the daughters. We have seen Savitri, we have seen so many great ladies. They didn't become a doctor, engineer, nurse, teacher,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
They all are. By remembering their
Sri
names,
Dharma.
we get punya. You see.
Yes. Yes.
So they didn't get their name by career, but they got their name by their Sri Dharma, by following the principles of career.
Mataji, one more point also. If we take those names, no, their husbands were so very austerities. Their
Yeah, like
husbands were
if
so
you
famous.
say
But
Sita,
now our
Rama,
husbands are
yeah,
not that much.
no, but I told in other classes that, Mandodari is one of them.
Yes, Ravana.
Mandodari. Ravana is a bad person, but still Mandodari got her name. She is successful.
Yes.
Mandodari is a successful lady, though the husband is a Rakshasa, means he's a
Demon.
yeah, demon. But she was successful. So by following Sri Dharma, your husband is devotee or non-devotee, you can be successful. That's the main point. I repeated many times in the previous classes. You can tell, you can preach this. Your husband may be anyone. Devotee, non-devotee, or anything. But you can remain, do your duty and become successful. The success is here only, as per the Shastra. Because as for the society, now modern society is different, definitely different. I am not, I don't know how I am going to convince the society that this book is not going to be only for devotees. I'm going to give this book to the non-devotee world also. If somebody reads it, they will be benefited. Because this book I start with a point that we are seeing so many girls going out and they are getting harassed, especially when I was in many years before. I have seen this case of Delhi girl. There is one, I forgot the name of that girl. She
Nirbhaya.
was Nirbhaya. I was like that. So many cases are there. No?
Yes.
Pollachi cases, so many cases.
Yes.
So I was thinking that, about this, and there are so much conversations. So recently, because my mind is only for women. No, there I saw one short film by name Pen Padi Adai Padi. If you people can, Mrigakshi can see that, and Tamil ladies can see that movie. And I want to write a comment on that movie. That movie says there was one famous rapist in that movie, and he is harassing ladies and things. So one journalist, not journalist, YouTuber and his uh, friend is a lady, and who has a daughter who was again underwent the rape victim. So this is the small short movie, and both of them, the YouTuber and this lady, goes and kills that rapist. So they were telling that finally, they were telling that women's right, women should be protected. So I want to write an article for that movie itself, because how it is wrongly, that rapist is saying, why women, you people are dressing very awkwardly and going out. What business you have at around 10 o'clock in the night? Then people like me will do these things, he was telling. But they, by killing him, they say that we have done justice, like that. But what I am going to tell to the society is that you be protective, no? You remain in a safe situation,
Right.
right? You,
Yes.
instead of changing the society,
Yes.
is not in our hands. How
Yeah,
can you change the
exactly.
society? You,
Yes.
you protect yourself. That's the main point of this book.
Mm.
Where we can go to change the whole world? It's not
Mm.
possible. Better I remain protected.
Mm.
And another important point is, even the situation puts you in an unprotective condition. We follow the Vedic women, like you see this, what's a Damayanti. Damayanti
Mm.
was left out by her husband in the
Mm.
middle of a forest. What I learned from her story is that she was a very chaste lady and very good devotee, devotional lady, pious lady. That
Mm.
devotion will protect you. Because nowadays, nobody start anything in religion, right?
Mm.
You may be a
Mm.
Muslim also, you may be a Christian also. You pray to your God. If you really determined to remain safe, the Lord will also help you. In unusual cases, understand? Unusual cases.
Yeah. Yes.
In some unexpected things come, the woman has to live alone or go alone. In that situations, the determination to remain chaste, because the particular person wants to remain chaste, is determined, and
Mm.
support of the Supreme Lord. You seek that.
Mm.
These
Mm.
two will
Mm.
protect you. So that's what the point, going to be the point of that book. So
Mm.
better, that's why the father, mother should think, better I will get you married. Don't remain independent. Now you have attained
Mm.
puberty. Now you are 18 years. Now our job should be done.
Yes.
Because
Mm.
what happens, no, when they grow little bit older and their mind also grows
Yes. Yeah.
independent towards the field, towards independence. So
Mm.
before that, we all have to catch the girls. This is for
Mm.
devotees, because I don't think non-devotees will be able to understand this point, because the world is, I don't know, if they
Contaminated.
thoroughly understand what is the women's nature, what the
Mm.
Shastra says, what the Vedic society was,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
then these points can be convinced. But still, taking the point of protection, like, these girls are spoiled like anything. They
Mm.
don't
Mm.
have protection. And how much humiliation they undergo, right? Even if there are some um, such cases we are seeing, they are not killed, but they live, but throughout their life, how they will be, imagine
Yeah. Yes.
how
Mm.
their condition will be. No, it's very, very difficult to live also. So in that movie, I told you, short film, that girl, one girl was a rape victim, and she couldn't come out of the depression, crying all the time, going to counseling. So the mother of that girl only committed killing that rapist, because
Mm.
how many men you are going to go and
Kill.
kill? Because
Yes.
world has unlimited persons like this.
Mm.
One person you killed, but others.
Mm.
So the best is for women. Best
Mm.
to protect yourself by your determination and by the support of the Supreme Lord.
Dress up neatly, don't go out on the odd times.
Unnecessarily,
Unnecessarily, yes, and go out only with the elders, some company.
Yes. So
And that
better,
is not in
there
odd
is no
time.
need for you to work. Don't go for work. There is no need. Roti kapda makan mil hi jata hai. So if you don't have any need, don't go. It's a big, because many ladies, they say that we need it because we need to survive. We need this. So for that they are going. Okay, let them go earn their bread. Also within a protective, because we have seen that many ladies going as a teachers, bank employees, nurses, doctors. But everything, you be careful with all these things. But now it's IT, girls who are working in IT is very horrible. They have worst culture. They have night duties, and the call taxi drivers, they come and take them. We have seen in one Bangalore case, one taxi driver targeted one girl, one lady, and then spoiled her and killed her. So such cases are coming. So if you don't avoid such things, you don't have food to eat, you don't have clothes to wear. In that case, you go for work. Otherwise, you lead a simple life.
Simple life.
Money is not the goal of a woman. Money is the goal of the husband, wife, men, not the goal of women. Women's goal is house and spiritual life. That's what Shastra says. We have to act according to the Shastra. That's what we are saying. This can be preached only to devotees, not to non-devotees, because then non-devotees should understand that spiritual life is more important than the material life. That point, unless they come to that point, we cannot preach this.
Right.
So,
thank you.
thank you,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Any other comments, doubts? Okay. So, we will see next week with more rules and regulations. Okay. Vancha kalpadarubhasya kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.